Hello, my name is Justin Beach. I am the Director of Financial Aid here at Dawson Community College. First off, I'd like to thank you for taking this virtual tour and learning some more about Dawson Community College and what we have to offer our students. With that in mind, I kind of want to talk about financial aid a little bit. So my mission in financial aid is to try and help you achieve your educational goals by eliminating any type of financial barrier. So I really am going to try and work with you to get you the most financial aid possible so that you can fund your education. With that in mind, I'd like to try and do a little presentation here to kind of talk about what you need to know about financial aid. It's going to be real quick, but it might have some good information in it for you to know. So let me try and pull up this slideshow. All right, so what you need to know about financial aid. So first off, what you need to know is most financial aid is accessed through the federal government, and it's by filling out the free application for federal student aid, or FAFSA. So many of you may have already done this, which is great. And if you've received a letter from me and responded to me, I'll try and be reaching out to you. If you haven't, please respond to many letters or communications you received from my office. If you haven't filled out the FAFSA yet, you really need to fill it out to see if you're eligible for any type of grants or federal loans. So you can file a FAFSA online. It's at fafsa.ed.gov, or you can even download their app. They have an app now that you can download, and you can do the FAFSA application right on your phone. The FAFSA application opens in October, and Montana has a priority deadline of December 1st. Now, the important thing to remember is that priority deadline is really for a lot of state money that might be available. So the bottom line is even if you miss the state priority date, you can still submit the FAFSA and still find out if you're eligible for any type of federal aid, so federal Pell Grants, federal loans, work study, anything like that. You can still submit your FAFSA and see if you're eligible for those type of financial aid. So if you have already filled out your FAFSA application and you didn't include us on it as a school to receive your information, you can actually log back into your FAFSA and then navigate to the school section and then enter our school code. So our school code is 002529. You'll just need to enter that code on the federal school code side and then hit search, and then it'll pull us up and you can add us. When you do this, you have to remember you're making a correction, so please go to the very end of the application and sign and submit it. Otherwise it won't get the correction won't get submitted to the federal government, and we won't be added and receive your information. So some type of aid that is given through the FAFSA application is you have a gift aid, which is aid you don't have to pay back. So you can receive federal Pell Grants. So a lot of students receive these Pell Grants. Early students, they can also receive a federal SCOG grant. And this is another, it's tied to the Pell process. And this one is kind of a first come, first serve, so it's important to get your FAFSA in early. And then we also have scholarships. So we have a scholarship application on our website that I'll talk about in a second. And we're still taking applications for that. So I'm going to encourage you to fill that out. The other type of aid that you can receive is self-help aid. So some of this is like federal work study. This is a program where if you're eligible for it, you can work on campus. There are jobs on campus and employers that try and work around your schedule for school to try and get you some hours to earn some money. And it's an actual paycheck, so it goes to you, and then you can use the money to help pay off your balance or turn around and pay for any type of educational expenses you have. Then we also have federal direct subsidized and unsubsidized loans. The difference between those are the federal direct subsidized loans, the interest doesn't start accruing until you leave school. The unsubsidized loans, the interest will start accruing right away. And then we also offer federal direct Parent Plus loans. So this is where a parent can take out additional money if they need to help a student fund their education. And then you can always look for private loans if you need to. Talked about scholarships a little bit, so here's how to access our scholarship. If you go to dawson.edu and go to our website and then click on that scholarship link under the cost and affordability, it's going to take you to our scholarship page. And our student scholarship program, it's an application that's online. You click on it and you can fill it out online. It's going to ask for some additional documentation, so you'll have to upload like an essay, 2 letters of reference, and your high school transcript or college transcript. and then we will review that and see if you're eligible for any type of the scholarships that we have. And we're still taking those, so if you have the opportunity to complete that, I would definitely complete the scholarship application. So that's kind of wrap it up real quick. I just want to say thank you. If you have any questions, be sure and reach out to me. My email address is jbeach@dawson.edu. My telephone number is 406-377-9410. At this time, we're working remotely a lot, so if you leave a voice message, I'll try and return your call as soon as I can. Just know that sometimes this is from a remote phone, so it's going to come up as unknown or private or restricted, but I am trying to return voicemails, and as well as answer all my emails as quickly as possible. But I just want to reiterate that if you have any questions, reach out to me, ask me if you are unsure where you're at in the process, if you filled out a FAFSA application, if you haven't heard from our office, be sure and reach out to me, and I will try and work with you and see where you're at in the process, and just make sure that we can get you on the right track. So that's kind of my presentation for financial aid. The biggest thing with financial aid is just communication. So please, please, please communicate with my office. If you have any questions, contact my office. I work really hard to try and meet students' needs, and so financial aid is a process. So sometimes there's some hurdles you have to get over, and we have to work together as a team to maybe get some documentation, or to get you to sign something, or to get you to click through on your MyInfo. So just communicate with me as best as possible, and I'll work with you as much as I can. Thank you.